And we're back. Game number 2 of DK versus LGD China. And LGD China, with that Game 1 win, once again has punched their ticket to our grand finals in Las Vegas coming up in January. Congratulations to them, but DK still has a lot to play for here as they plus Invictus, Vici Gaming, Tongfu is done with their schedule. But those three in particular, DK, Invictus, and Vici, all three still jockeying for position as the playoff bubble race picture begins to take shape. Looking at DK, they lead off again with the Clockwork pick. This time it'll be paired with an Alchemist and a Clinks. On the side of LGD, they land themselves an Elder Titan, and once again, going to grab the Venomancer. To break down the draft and lend all of his insight and analysis, as always, welcome in once again, Ben Merlini-Wu. And I mean, Ben, at this point, it's hard to imagine. LGD just feels and seems unstoppable, and they have certainly earned their place in our grand finals. Now they're just chasing true perfection to see if they can finish up our league 7-0. What a show they've put on for us over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, they really have been putting on quite the show, and they've been using Venomancer, the first or early pick, to great effect. And we see a lot of teams pick them up very early, but not really do that much with it. But LGD seems to be on a totally different page, knowing exactly how good that hero is and what exactly he is used for. And he split pushes. He farmed up a BKB, a Scotty, for crying out loud, on a Venomancer. And it was a support Venomancer, not your solo mid Venomancer. Right. And I'm actually surprised that DK didn't ban out the Bounty Hunter, considering how well Yao played the last game. But if they have an Elder Titan, I doubt they'll pick up a Bounty Hunter. But it does suit very well into their playstyle. It's decent versus Klings, and it's good at fighting, which they seem to like to do a lot last game.
Absolutely. I mean, that's just LGD's forte. It's what they do. They're just a team that knows how to fight in packs. I mean, when we've seen LGD struggle, it's when teams really spread the map. They spread the field. They force LGD, because they do have a tendency to want to always run as 4 or 5. You can just run them ragged, really, from corner to corner if your movement's good enough, if you have a split pushing kind of a lineup, if you have a Rat Dota kind of a lineup. DK, though, I mean, they're going to have some surgical precision with the Clinks. They picked up, obviously, the initiation potential of the Clockwork is there. Always love to see a Clock and a Chin put on the same team, just because the way Clock synergizes with the Chin's natural ability to slow push, having the Clock to zone heroes off of their own towers for fear of a hook, is very effective in taking the initiation advantage early on. But LGD, they've got a team that's going to be able to fight pretty damn quick. They're still looking for a mid, unless that will be an ET mid, but really we don't see LGD run that hero in that position all that often. So if they get a mobile mid to go with Venomancer and Crystal Maiden as a pair of very strong supports, could be deja vu all over again. DK, though, I mean, they've got the tools. It's just a matter of, can they execute? Can they actually beat the best 5-on-5 team on the planet at their own game?
And it looks like the anti-mage has been banned out by LGD. I think it's a very smart move by them. And still, they don't really care about the Potom, though. Potom is annoying and stuff, but she not actually that big of a game changer. I would like to see her stats, her win stats, but it can't be that much over 50 if she is even above 50. Yep. So last hero for LGD still needs to come out. They do know that Shohei loves his Dragon Knight.
And we saw
they panned out the Kunkka too.
Yeah, I mean, Kunkka and Bounty Hunter, those are two heroes. We don't see a Bounty out yet, but doubt we will at this point. But Kunkka and Bounty Hunter just fit into the playstyle LGD likes to take. We're actually going to see a Razor pickup. So trying to hard counter the Lifestealer, will be looking for the static link to sap away his mid-game damage. Now we just need to see what LGD wants to pick up. Are they going to show us a high mobility mid, or perhaps a hero that could wind up in an off-lane situation? I mean, post 6.79, the old way of thinking of always, 2 solo lanes and a tri-lane, it really rarely holds true. But usually you still see those general roles kind of filled in the same way. And I would love to see a Puck or a Storm Spirit here. Yep, there it is, Storm Spirit.
Yep, that's the main hero when you pick a Lifestealer. So LGD managed to sneak away with that pick, going back to some of the 6.78 routes, but throwing in an Elder Titan in the mix. As far as draft goes, I think both of these teams are fairly even. I'm actually surprised that DK picked up the Clinks, but it works decently with Chen. It is good late game, and they do like to split push and just kind of pick apart at their opponents rather than just brute force 5-man like LGD does. So I think it plays better into their playstyle, and hopefully they can shut down Rabbit this game, because Rabbit, I mean, he is really just a standout carry player, and we've seen him develop just even throughout D2L in the past month or so, and he just picks up things much quicker than I believe their last carry player, Siler, does.
Yeah.
And Siler seemed like, I wouldn't say he's not a bad carry player. He's just not as adaptive. And Rabbit seems like very adaptive, able to play heroes like Necrolite, like coming in when his team needs him and just meshing well together with the team. And he's only been together with the team for not that long, but I think already they are very comfortable with the pickup over Siler, and I like Rabbit as a carry player.
Yeah, I think he's one of those guys that, I mean, you watch him and you see him always doing the right thing. You don't see a whole lot of mistakes made, and I really like the way you phrase it. He's adaptive. The fact that he can step outside of the mold, but he's also just so tried and true on his certain set of heroes. And we've seen him on Lifestealer a couple of times here in the D2L. I feel pretty certain. After a while, they do start to run together. But when I look at this DK lineup, I feel like so much is going to be determined by how much pressure they're able to put on Mushi in mid, and assuming that is where he's going to wind up on that Razor. Razor, certainly a nice counter to the Lifestealer, but for a Razor to really be effective, especially against a team like LGD is fielding here with a lot of initiation range on the Storm, the potential for a Lifestealer bomb, as well as the Elder Titan that's going to make every hero feel innately less tanky so long as he survives in a fight. The Razor can't afford to fall behind. They also really need some early aggressive tendencies out of Clinks. The split push, as you said, really has to be the name of the game. And I feel like in game one, they tried to pick an anti-LGD style 5-on-5 team. That obviously didn't work out. This time they're going for the blueprint. And I was actually talking about this with Conrad, our producer. There is a blueprint for how to beat LGD because it has happened. They have dropped games here in the D2L East. This is how you do it with a lineup like this. Push early, get map control, then start to split push while you hold the line with the remaining members of your team and just dodge fights effectively against LGD's punching power in the mid and the late game.
Yeah, do they have a hero that can actually like catch people? They seem to be able to need that because LGD just has trouble like forcing 5-on-5 sometimes. A lot of people figure out their play style like, hey, you want to waste time together as 5? Okay, we'll just split push and waste your time and defend the towers with 2 or 3 while we push down the other towers. And they really need a hero like Kunkka last game who can just chase them down, or Bounty Hunter even with track. And this game is going to be the Storm Spirit.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of ways to immobilize people as they try to flee. Obviously, the Gale a part of that. Earth Splitter, even, you can consider that under the same heading. The Stomp, a nice way to catch heroes as they try to retreat. Crystal Maiden, obviously, with Nova and Frostbite. Nice ways to pick off slow targets to bring it up the rear of a retreat. We can see DK is moving 4 currently down into the Radiant jungle. Mushi there, yep, on our Razor. Ward's already up on the Alchemist, so this will be, by all accounts, a support Alchemist played by MMY. And the second time we've seen it today. A lot of teams beginning to experiment again with the support Alchemist.
Mm-hmm. That's decent. It's all right.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's all right.
Another one of those heroes that really needs his levels. I mean, obviously that's true of most, but Alchemist more so than most other carries that can play support, and August Siren being a good example. He really does need to max out Unstable Concoction and Acid Spray. The good news is once you get those maxed and a couple of points into your ult, you do feel pretty damn survivable. And if you really need to, you can transition to a farming role. You don't really see that as often as you do with, say, a support Gyrocopter, but can happen, and it's kind of nice to have that option. Taking a look at the lineups as the horn blows. Starting with LGD, we're going to have Zhao 8 playing on our Storm Spirit here in mid. Crystal Maiden will be played by DDC once again. Yao's going to be taking our Elder Titan solo into the offlane with the Venomancer played by DD, second game in a row. And Rabbit, our standout performer from game one of many actually, will be playing on the Lifestealer. On the other side of the river, Mushi going to be trying to get the job done on Razor, make sure he's in a good position when he has to match wits with that Lifestealer. The Chen will be played by Lanham, no surprise there. The Clock will be played by Ice 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 for the second game in a row. Clinks will be handled by Burning. Very important for Burning to get a good start here, and by all accounts, he should. There will be a decent amount of harass coming out of Yao, so just so long as he's able to harass back and at least break even, he should be all right. With the support Alchemist, played by MMY, already going to work helping land him out here in the jungle.
Mm-hmm. Both of these teams looking to play a little bit past early. It looks like MMY is actually creeping up with Lon M. 4 clarities on the Chen. My goodness, that is a lot of clarities on Chen. And there is a smoke. They know that he's there, though, because they have this observer ward. So well placed, and there is a smoke. I think that they know. And Yao, he has boost first, but is he actually... Oh, are they baiting out the regen rune? Yes, they are.
And there's Zhao 8. He's going to actually pop the smoke. There's the unstable concoction. Will connect. Mushi's making his way over. Has the static link. Will come up, sucking damage, trying to do what right click he can. Now getting up to 70 damage stolen. Zhao 8's dead.
Nice block by Lanem.
Yep. Solid body blocking and first blood goes to DK's Mushi. That's the start.
Smart. They went up here and they smoked right outside of the observer ward.
Very well executed, and DK off to a lead here early on.
Yeah, the boost first Razor too. That was such a close troll net too. I thought he wasn't going to get it off, but nice stun coming out from MNY to set that up for him, knowing that they need that so he can catch up. And bottom lane, Ice, and back to his usual off lane. Orb of Venom already out on the Lifestealer, so we may see an early kill attempt on Ice.
And we have another
phase boost on Mushi. That is fast.
Oh yeah. First blood happens to help, and trying to suck what damage he can off of the Storm Spirit. Should be able to pretty much handle this mid lane. Zhao 8, though, so long as he's, they're going to do it again. You know, if it worked once, why wouldn't it work twice? I was going to say he has to remain vigilant. So long as he does, he should be able to get at level 6 fairly reliably.
Yeah, I think they scouted out, though. Oh, actually, nope. Yao is going to fall.
Yao taking some searing arrows. Harass. MMY unable to catch him.
Oh, he might die.
Yep. Taking a bit of tower damage, not enough though. And Astral Spirit already skilled to level 2 along with Natural Order. DK though will be able to retreat, but failed to gank attempt that time, wasting a little bit of time.
First on Ice though, he's going to go for a kill on Zhao 8. He comes from behind with a cog. Zhao 8 needs to run away. Wrong direction.
Yep. Now he doubles back, trying to dodge the cogs, eating the battery assault. Here comes the rest of LGD though, and they should be able to get a return.
Out from Mushi.
Up. Can they get him? No. Frostbite in 4 seconds. Mushi pretty low as well. Manages to kill off the Crystal Maiden and finally does drop the DD, but he dies as well. And that's going to be Ice sucking up the XP for all of it. 4-1 after a complete fire drill here in mid lane. DK builds on their lead.
Yeah, the Razor pick is really working out for them, man. It's typically not used versus a hero like Storm Spirit. Well, when you get boots versus, when you get that early of a lead, and you have phase when the opponent has brown boots, it's just a pretty snowbally effect for him. Mushi probably going to get out to a really good start. It looks like he's going to go for probably drums with that too, and he can chase people down, and he is going to be very effective versus Lifestealer if he can tank up like he's doing right now. It looks like the 4-minute rule will go to DK.
Mushi snags up the illusion. There is a smoke coming up mid. DDC and DD right behind Zhao 8. They want to kill this Razor. And, this is about as we expected it to be. They have to give a lot of attention to him. They know if they can shut down the Razor, they'll be in good shape. At bottom, Rabbit getting very close to the tower. They're going to watch that to make sure he doesn't get cogged in. Zhao 8 just trying to bait this out. Still has the artillery behind him. Lane is going to end up shoved quite a bit. So if they're going to make something happen, it's not going to be right now. In the meantime, Rabbit has found 29, making 30 CS. Yao soaking up experience. He's halfway between 5 and level 6. Burning, though, has 24 CS as well. So if he stays on pace, should have an work it out pretty quick.
And he actually, I think, is going Soul Ring first.
Yep.
So it's going to be, actually it was fairly slow orchid. Then there's some creep pulling going on by Yao. The CS war is slightly favoring LGD, if anything. Or I don't know. It's still really, really close. Looks like Lifestealer's on top with 33. Clink's not too far behind. Gold lead about 1,200 in favor of DK. Certainly those 4 kills helping them out in that area.
Lanem, level 4 right now, is going to hook back up with MMY. Do they have a smoke? They don't, so it doesn't look like they're going to be moving that way anyway. DD is
4 clarities each.
Yeah. DD is soaking some experience here in mid, trying to get caught up in levels while the Storm looks for level 6 out of lane. This is freeing things up for Mushi quite a bit. He's already up to level 7, so building...
there's a TP from my side. He has level 6, then he is going to look for a kill on Yao. Is he going to be able to scout it out with the Spirit? Let us see.
Yep, there it is.
Oh, he scouts it out. That's so unfortunate for Ice.
And throws out the rocket just for funsies, but Yao able to dodge the bullet there. DK maintains the lead. We're at 6 minutes in. We can see it's about 1,000 gold advantage for DK right now. That's about what you'd expect, given they had first blood and they do have a kill advantage otherwise. No towers down as of yet still. Laning phase could go either way off of one good gank, depending on if DK can get another good solid 2-for-1, 3-for-1 trade. They're going to be in very, very good position.
This is smart by them. Like, they're setting up DD in mid. If Vino dies, whatever. But they really need level 6 on Storm and Spirit so that they're not going to die. And what can they really do to a level 6 Storm Spirit? I mean, Alchemist Stun can fly up, but they had to like coordinate just so incredibly well in order to kill him. Like a hook shot into like an instant Alchemist Stun or something like that. But Xiao is going to be really difficult to kill. He has died twice, but I don't think he's going to keep it up. DDC about to walk into smoking. He is a goner.
Yep. DDC never had a chance. Down he goes. Spent the smoke to get the Crystal Maiden, and they still have Hook. So they might try to find someone else lingering about. Keeping an eye on Ice. Will he spot anyone? Obvious target would be DD. He's hiding over in the woods and trying to eat his way through to safety. He's trying to dig himself a little cubby to hide out in. Here comes Yao over.
He's going to be stuck, though, unless he eats a couple of trees.
Look at him walling himself in here. It's actually pretty hilarious.
Lanham might get scouted out by Rabbit right here.
Here we go. Yep.
What is he doing right there?
Found out, cleaned up. So LGD gets a nice return kill.
LGD a free one. That should not happen.
Yep. And on Shen, too. Up, here we go. Nake's bomb will connect. There's the Vortex. Catches Mushi. Can they follow it up? No. Good hook off of Ice. Got them both. Xiao Weight's going to die from that. And leeching what XP remains from Rabbit, or what damage remains from Rabbit, rather. Double kill for Xiao Weit. Actually did survive. Yeah,
39 HP on him. Just balling out right in time. And this is like one of the problems with support Alchemist. His stun, he needs levels on the hero.
And the whole time, Burning continuing to find his farm. He's actually going Midas. That's a little stunning, really. Like, I mean, he's already, like you said, is he going to get a soul ring? If he is, that's already delaying the Orchid. I feel like they just need so much more out of that Clink so much earlier than a Midas is going to provide. It's an 8-minute Midas, so not horrendously timed, but certainly not the quickest Midas you've ever seen.
Yeah, they need to put a lot of pressure on towers right now, like before Storm Spirit and Life Stealer get up items right now. Now that Storm Spirit is level 6, they can't really do anything, and the sooner he can get his Orchid up, the sooner he can just start putting a lot of pressure on Xiao Wei. And if he doesn't go BKB first, he is most likely just going to die over and over, or Lincoln's for that matter. And Life Stealer, he's going to have his items up very soon. And like Razor, he is actually skipping over Drums, going for that fast point booster into a Scepter build. But I think now's the time to put on the pressure. They have the Chen, they have level 6 on the Clockwork, they have a pretty high level up on Clinks, and I think LGD will just bring it to them.
And Lanham still looking for level 6. He's halfway between 5 and 6. I really do worry about this pickup from Burning. I feel like
there's the Midas though, cha-ching.
Oh, he's had it. That's a soul ring. Down at bottom, we see Rabbit going to be forced to TP out. There's the hook to stun him out. He infests into a creep, and they know which creep he's in for obvious reasons. They're hoping it ends up dead, and it will sometime soon. Here comes help in though, and there's going to be the storm. The infest out. Mushi hung around too long.
Rabbit has no damage.
Yep. Still Mushi. Likely to get cleaned up. DDC is there, and here comes the counter initiate. There's going to be a nice concoction, got two, but Yao's there to help bail them out. They're going to end up getting Ice almost certainly. And yep, just look how much right click.
That was not worth going in for that kill on the Crystal Maiden for a level 8 Clockwork kill.
Not at all.
Got greedy there.
Burning's going to try to split push top off of that. The tower down to about half. They will use the glyph immediately. And in the meantime, they want to trade mid away. But, you know, that's something, again, you and I have talked about it. Elder Titan, you think about all the things he brings to a team. It's often easy to underestimate how much single target damage he gets whenever he's able to build charges off the Astral Spear. We saw him just blow up that clock with a couple of auto attacks.
Yeah, I thought they were going to have no damage. LD or DD and mid caught out, but he uses ultimate.
And trying to make a run for it. Will be caught out by the plasma field. Rotation from Xiao Wei. And is he looking for a target? Lanham didn't get caught by the ulti. Mushi did, but doesn't look like a situation he wants to go into right now. And here comes the Astral Spirit to zone them out and do some damage. Mushi will be sent back and doing a little bit of plasma field damage before he does. But Yao
managing to circumvent this ward. Looks like he may be. Oh, and mid too.
There's a hook, and the Earth Splitter goes off as well. And look at the damage output. He almost soloed that clock despite being caught with a hook. But DDC and Rabbit there to soak the experienced DDC, now level 7.
Xiao 8, though. Find Burning.
Yep,
but
gonna jump on Lanham.
Finds Lanham.
He's got a double damage rune, too. That's the death of the Chin once again. Burning under cover of Skeleton Walk. Not going to be able to do much else. Too much help from LGD still remaining. That might be the death of this tower here.
I don't like the skill name Skeleton Walk. It makes me think of like those Halloween, just like skeletons just like walking around all like clumsily and stuff. I like Wind Walk a lot more. It sounds much cooler.
Yeah, I agree. Alliteration is always for the win.
Breathe Fire is the worst though.
Breathe fire. MMY caught out with open wounds. There you go. Mushi being... Actually, is going to retreat. Was going to see if he wanted to re-engage. But as it stands, LGD has fought their way back into this game admirably. And I really don't like Burning's build, man. He can't do anything.
He just walked around. He like watched Lanem die.
Yeah.
And he just sat around there for like a good 2 minutes. And if he just, I mean, even if you do go Midas build, at least commit to farming, right? Just commit to, hey, I'm going to get my Orchid and then I will crush. Hopefully it will work out for us. But you can't go this like half-ass build where you go a farming build and you try and fight, but you don't actually fight. And then now you go back to farming, but now the damage has been done. And the gold lead was in favor of DK, and they just kind of gave it right there. And it's not completely because of the Midas build, but it certainly did contribute.
Well, the thing is, like, what I don't understand is Soul Ring is an early fight item. Like, you buy that so you don't have to worry about your mana pool as much. You can just show up and know that even if your mana's low, you can sacrifice some HP to get your abilities off. So you'd think you'd want the fight with
DK.
that. Yep. The Gale landing onto Ice. He actually misses the hook, but he's got enough support around that they're not going to re-engage. At top, Xiao 8 is going to jump on Burning and catch him out. Here comes the big reaction. Chin blows the heal. They have detection. Sentry goes down, but it's a little late and a little too far back.
Where's the dust?
Yeah.
Xiao 8, man. You need the dust.
Yep, that was a big mistake there.
Now DK might get a tower simply because they didn't have one dust. Well, actually, I guess they could have gotten a tower anyways, but still, they should not be able to get that much out of this. But Xiao 8 and Rabbit and DDC, they know they don't have a TP. They know they can't really defend this if DK commits a lot. And it looks like Lanem, he misses the
whiff. Just flat out whiffed it.
But Ice doesn't have a hook shot, so they won't be able to get a free kill of it. But they will get a free tower. Or will it be free? Yeah, it should be free.
No glyph on either side.
No, that Elder Titan... Yeah. Elder Titan owns.
They won't be able to get the tower, but don't think they're going to be able to rely on. They might. He actually zoned them out on top with acid spray, so we'll see what they want to do. So far, no reaction, and this tower is only 350 HP. Give or take.
DK should TP right now. Like Razor should TP if possible, and then there he is.
And Burning level 11 now, and still just kind of milling around. Like see what did he pick up? There's his first Oblivion staff, so. He is making decent progress towards his Orchid. Looks like LGD wants to go ahead and collapse here, though, and look to take a tower in exchange.
I hear the bomb, but no. He just ate a Centaur.
Yep, just healing himself up. They may try to die Mushi and MMY. Here comes help. That's going to be Burning, still under skeleton walk. Mushi around back. There's a TP, and
they have sentry wars like everywhere, though.
And Burning spotted out.
He just walks by. What in the world? What are you supports? Hello.
Yeah. Xiao 8 didn't even try to jump there. I guess trying to conserve mana. But
their eyes were definitely like on this area of the map, though. They were not looking behind them.
MMY out in no man's land. Rabbit.
They're going for Lanem on bottom. Xiao 8. Is he going to get a free kill?
Yep. Lanem has been a zero-sum factor in this game. Seriously, have you felt like this is a Chin game at all? I certainly have.
Nope. It's a feed, Nyx creeps, and Clinks creeps kind of Chen game.
Yeah, no, exactly. And Burning...
They got a tower, too.
Burning continuing to mill about, man. Just continuing to mill about. He's sitting at the top of the net worth charts, so... And that's kind of the thing. Like, every time we look at him, he seems to just kind of be walking around, but he's finding his farm somewhere. A lot of it seems to be just that Midas. He's now going to engage on the Xiao 8. Xiao 8 going to jump past him and scaring him off with the farm. In the meantime, here comes the rest of LGD. Sentry laid down. Burning's going to retreat past it.
Just farm your Orchid, bro. Just get your Orchid, and then you can do some serious damage, unless LGD starts 5-manning, which they do like to do. And if they pick up early drum too, or early gem rather, it's going to be a lot of trouble for them. Knife Stealer has his armlet up, so he's getting pretty stacked too. He's actually above net worth of Burning, just because he's been contributing to so many fights, 1-0-4 on him, compared to Burning, 0-0-0.
Xiao 8 doing a great job on the Storm. His Orchid... He might have just, I'm going to guess, the Courier doesn't have it. So he's about 700 gold away.
Oh, they're TPing top with a Nyx bomb. Looks like Burning will be the target. Does he have a dust this time? No, he does not. Does Lifestealer have a dust on him? No, he does not. What are they looking for? Oh, look at Ice. He is just ready for this.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Burning jumped on, blown up, and he could be ready all at once. That's fine. He could just sit and watch, and basically did the same thing Burning did for poor Lanem. Just watched him die. He's like, well, see you back at base, brother. It's fine. Take care.
Good anticipation by LGD, knowing he's going to come to the big camp. They didn't have Dust, so that was like a relatively low probability kill, but Burning just walked right into it.
Yeah. And that's a big kill for them, too, further delaying his Orchid. And the Orchid off of that, Zhao 8 should, yeah, he's effectively got it done. He'll clear this creep wave and have the Orchid done at 16 and a half minutes. And, you know, it's pretty solid for Burning to be as close as he is, but he's still on tier 1 boots. And what does this Soul Ring mattered at all? Like, what does he accomplish
It's
with
good
that?
against Elder Titan in the spamming phase of the lane. I hit a hook shot.
Yep, DD caught out with Ice's hook. This will be a free kill for DK. And they can certainly
if he
use
just stayed in Invis, though. The Invis was, the Sentry Ward actually ran out. That's so unfortunate for him. But he wanted to get some damage before he died.
And we can see the gold graph actually going back and forth considerably. It's very, very close game. But the limitations on the lineups are going to begin to show themselves. Chen, for example, with his mech up, is certainly going to be able to contribute in that regard, but they got pretty much nothing out of him in the laning phase. We saw an early gank attempt that went right, but since then, just a whole lot of nothing.
There's the Orchid now. Like, they can just kill Klinks. He can probably kill Klinks solo at this point if he does not have death back. That looks like he has it up for about 15 more seconds, so let's see if Xiaowei will wait out for the bait over here. I don't think Burning should go over here because they do have the Sentry Ward, but let us see. He does ping him out, but he's definitely waiting for death back. He does not have enough damage to burst to 1300 HP, especially considering they have Chen heal.
DK's saving grace may well be Mushi on the Razor. He's not in terribly bad shape. He's gone 3-2. His overall net worth is in the top 4, so he's hanging around. And when I say top 4, I mean,
had a quiet game.
Yeah, but he does have his scepter and his phase boots up. So, I mean, he has gotten up the items he really needs to have to be able to at least try to account for the lifestealer. He just has to survive so much now.
Oh, he's jumping on Burning, but Burning really quick with that.
Up, here we go. Hook at bottom. We'll go in. That's going to end up catching Yao. Yao holding serve so far. Here comes Mushi. There's the Earth Splitter. Did catch a couple. DK might lose clock. Nope, able to mech through it. Rabbit's going to open wounds him. Heal up off of it. He's got Infest if he needs it. Will run straight into the Wildkin and retreat off of it. So a 2-for-1 exchange. They're not done chasing him, though. And the Unstable Concoction will connect on the high ground. Lonim's there, doesn't have a point of penitence, but here comes Zhao 8. Trying to clean up Lonim. Rabbit will be finished off with Rabbits. Oh, no! Mushi got caught from behind.
What a pull.
What an unbelievable save from Zhao 8. That makes it a 2-for-2 exchange.
Yeah, Burning looking for blood, though. Is he going to catch ED? They have a Sentry Ward. He's walking right into it.
Yep, they're going to turn and go after him. They're going to dust him. Comes out. Firing again, Zhao 8 showing off the jump once again. Zhao 8, game 1 and now in game 2, just an absolute beast. MVP in both games, at least to this point.
Yeah, a lot of Storm Spirit players would have just used the Orchid and the pull combo on Chen just because they're so used to executing that for a kill. But he was just standing there, just like whacking away on the lifestealer from uphill. There's no need for him to pull. And yeah, saving that for Mushi, that was a big play right there. And Burning 0-2-0, he still does not have his Orchid yet either. This is just farm up your Orchid. You're so close, Burning. You are so close.
Yeah, I mean, there's really... It's mind-blowing, really, just how much his ineffectiveness is affecting this team. I mean, and it's not like, oh, he's got an Orchid, therefore he kills everyone. It's not that kind of an item. But his ability to function and do what Klinks is meant to do, spread the map, get a pick, make it hard for LGD to account for you, make them buy more sentries, make them account for you with Dust and a gem. We just really haven't seen them care that much, especially now, as you said. Storm's Orchid came out, what, 5-6 full minutes ahead of... yeah, it was out at like 16, so coming up on 5 minutes faster, it's come out.
Is Xiaowei going to jump on Mushi?
Yep.
Yes, he is. I don't know if he can kill him, though. That's a lot of HP to burn through.
Yep. And just forcing him back and forcing rotations. Lanham's going to go ahead and send him home. So just taking him off the map for a little while might be good enough. Burning's going to catch out Zhao 8 here, though. And he does have his Orchid now. Let's see if he wants to spend it. Looks a little, hesitant. Lanham coming over, will be jumped on. Now they're going to go ahead and Orchid him out. Blowing him up. He's going to try to TP away. Net's there.
There you go, Burning. There you go.
That's what they needed to get back on track. Big amount of gold given away there, too. 1,000 gold for killing off the Storm Spirit that time. Mushi engaged upon him. Will be pursued behind his tower and blown up immediately. There's the stomp. Didn't catch anything or anyone.
They're going to find Ice.
There's the ping.
How do you even get there?
I couldn't tell you. He's stuck.
I don't know. Maybe like the tree grew back and he just walked in there, but I have no idea. And he is stuck up there. And he has his TP scroll. There he goes. He has a 4-staff recipe, but no 4-staff. Oh, DK's actually caught out.
Yep. Here we go. Nope.
that was only level
Initiation.
one.
15 seconds on the hook. Let's see how dedicated they are to this. Waiting on the creep wave to come. Are they going to re-push up? They will. DD laying down the trail of wards. Rabbit sitting in good shape. Has a Yasha up, so playing a very fast build. There's the drums done on the Venomancer as well, so he's going to tank up. Add that to his inventory. The rest of LGD, they actually should feel... Oh, they're going to go ahead and smoke off of this, actually. I was going to say they should feel confident, but don't have a lot of accountability for.
You don't want to get caught out by a hook shot. A hook shot means they're forced to stay and fight, and that's a very bad position for them to be in, especially with the Orchid up on Clinks. If they get an Orchid on the Lifestealer and a hook shot him, he is dead, and that is just a lost fight. And it's a little bit too risky for them. The tower's still at very high HP.
MMY.
Like free kill on MMY.
Yep, decided to go.
Steal that stack. They're pinging out on it. Oh, that's a big stack, too.
Yep.
3 stack, and it's already at like half HP. That's so unfortunate for DK.
No reliable way for them to engage into it. Look at this, though. Back and forth, back and forth. Biggest lead of the game was 1,500
Burning
gold.
is owning this tower in mid.
Yep. And this is what you want out of your Clinks. I mean, and whenever you know a Clinks has an Orchid, he could so much more reliably do that, because if you just send one to account for him, he may just kill you. Here in the Roche pit, though, already the target for LGD. And just such a close game so far.
Usually
really
the Clinks team has the Roshan advantage too, because people are really scared to wander around the map, especially in packs of 1 or 2. And if you just hover around in 5 as a Roche pit and you can't really do it yourself, you're just wasting so much time. But looks like LGD will get the edge on this, and looks like next item coming out for Rabbit will be S and Y possibly. Oh, and the Chen creeps coming in to feed.
There's a 3-man stomp from the Centaur, and trying to make it worth it. They're going to go ahead and jump, though, and Lanham going to be picked off right off the bat, jumping across, trying to target down MMY now. Mushi actually frostbitten down. There goes the Poison Nova. This is going to be a huge win for LGD. Clockwork came in, but not before they lost 3, and Burning trying to clean up what he can. The Aegis immediately popped off, but that's going to be a full 5-man, and a triple kill goes the way of Yao on our Elder Titan. He has been playing like an absolute monster as well. Not a lot of HP. I mean, yeah, you couldn't rub together one full HP bar out of 3 heroes on LGD. The Elder Titan, the Veno, and the Lifestealer off of that. But they're still going to be able to push off of it. This tower, not long for the world.
Yeah, the support Alchemist I don't like versus a Lifestealer, because Lifestealer, that's just like free 500 HP for him every time and a free kill, and they can't really do anything about it. Alchemist has really, really low base armor. I think he's a very good pick against heavy magic damage, just because you can just chemical rage it back up, and you can kind of serve as a pseudo tank for your team, and yeah, it's just a lot more effective that way. But against a Lifestealer, against a Storm Spirit, how are you going to get your Unstable Concoction off and then survive? That's just not happening.
Storm opting for a BKB following his Orchid. When this item comes out, they are going to be hurting. The Storm being able to not only do what he does with the BKB as well. I mean, the damage output from Burning will still be there. But, yeah, basically, it's in Burning we trust once again, and not an unfamiliar place.
Do you trust in Burning? I do not. Not
No.
this game.
No.
I usually do. Maybe on an anti-mage, and I think it was a wise ban by them. If it were an anti-mage instead of a Clinks, like, LGD would be in a very, very compromising position right now, because he can destroy the Storm Spirit, he can one-on-one a Lifestealer with his Mantis style, he can split push way more effectively, and he doesn't have like the downtime that is inherent with the Death Pact cooldown too. So it was a very smart ban by LGD, especially with the way they're going to play. They're like, hey, well, we're just gonna let Clinks or your safe lane farmer just farm out whatever he wants to, and then we're just gonna go destroy you.
Burning taking
and let him farm up and not do anything.
Burning taking some Ancients right now, but tell you who, I mean, we joked the first couple of weeks we covered the East that in the East it's feast or famine on Chen, and that's really been the case. Chen sitting at 0-5-5, played by Lanham. He just has been so little of an influence. The creeps have actually hindered more than helped. I mean, we have only seen 1 or 2 good nets, 1 or 2 good stomps. For the most part, it has been feeding the creeps to the Lifestealer.
Here goes the BKB Storm Spirit too with the Lifestealer bomb, and Lifestealer has completed SNY.
There you go. Jumps right on Ice, Ice, Ice. He's dead before they can even react. MMY going to be caught with open wounds. Jump on top of him. BKB forces the toss of the Unstable Concoction on the DD, and this might be the swan song for DK.
That BKB was not necessary by Xiaowei right there either.
Better safe than sorry, bro. Better safe than sorry.
I mean, the only thing that can stop him is what, a hook shot, pretty much. That's the only instantaneous thing. Anything else he can just see coming and just dodge accordingly. And not that he needs it for that push, but it's a small thing. But Xiao 9, 3, and 6 on a Storm Spirit. You cannot follow this play. Mushi going in for some plasma field shenanigans.
Here's Burning, skirting around. Do they have a gem?
He needs to eat a creep.
Do they have a gem on them? I'm not seeing one. And nope.
There's one on Veno.
Veno, okay, there we go. Couldn't find him. He was
Look
lost.
at Veno. He's super farmed too. He's about to have his own BKB. I'm like, how in the world is DD finding this farm? It's not like he has more kills than deaths either. He's 2 and 3 and 8, like similar to last game, but he just like keeps pumping out these items. And where is it coming from? It's not trackable this game.
It's like way too on Visage, man. You remember that?
Yeah.
We were talking about it just shows up with a Scepter Assault Curus at 28 minutes because he's way too sexy, and that's what he does on Visage.
Yeah, they didn't get the racks.
I'll tell you what it is. They're not buying Midas. That's why these supports are getting farmed. The gold. Oh, hang on. There's a hook in. He's going to catch two. DD and Xiao 8, but maybe ill-advised. This is putting it mildly. Mushi engaged upon. He's gone. And Burning spotted out. He's going to be at least chased under the tower. But there's a gem on the ground. Xiao 8.
Oh, the Sage proc. Oh, MMY. Death by Sage. Oh, no.
Death by Sage. That is the name of my new band as soon as I form it. Lon, I'm going to be dope past the tier 3. That's, well, I was going to say if he kills Burning, it may still be a GG moment coming soon. There's really just not a lot they can do to stop the pain drain.
It's like the worst kind of death.
Death by Sange. That's beautiful. Somebody please make a Dota-themed band and name it that. There's the GG. So Burning drops one last time before the Ancient blows. LGD with the Game 1 win. They punched their ticket to Vegas. With the Game 2 win, they secured themselves perfection. They finished this season of the D2L 7-0. First time that's ever happened in league history. And DK falls a little lower in the standings. That opens the door for both Vici and Invictus to surpass them and make their road all the much longer. Coming ahead to our bubble race playoffs in December. And LGD, what can you say, Merlin? I mean, you and I have it's been a real pleasure, not just casting with you, but having a chance to cast with you and cast this team. They have looked so good over the last month.
Yeah, Xiao 8 just really, like, his mid-game decision-making is just so good, and he's able to control the tempo of the game, and that's just really what your mid player should do. So I'm very impressed by Xiao 8, first on the Kunkka, now on the Storm Spirit Rabbit to Xiao 2, GG, just 7-0-11, no deaths on him this game, and last game, standout Necrolite play. So, I mean, I'm very impressed with LGD, and being able to 2-0 DK in that fashion is very, very impressive. Well-deserved first place.
Yeah, couldn't agree with you more. 27-13, the final kill score. Took him 27 minutes, 48 seconds on the back of a standout performance from Xiao 8 once again, who finished this series 11-3-7 in his last game as a Storm Spirit. 517 GPM, 560 overall XP per minute. And Burning, I mean, he was in that same realm, but 2-4, and I think, you know, you're not going to lay it on one person, but they really needed his split push, and they really, really needed his firepower. And that late work, it certainly cost them. I'm your host there in AC Chambers, the voice you're hearing on the other end of the microphone. His name has been Merlini Wu, and our Twitter addresses should be showing up. Yep, right there. I'm going to time that. You fool me. There's no, like, rhythm. I hate you. I hate you. Why do you hate me? Why? Why do you do these things? I know, but I wanted to show up so I could do the finger thing that you made me stop doing. But you gotta... No, we're gonna have it out off camera. It's once again. By the way, we're joking around, of course. That's Conrad back behind the production desk, and don't forget every day that Merlini and I are here, he's here too. He's done a phenomenal job. So I don't want to seem like we're actually arguing that I may have to beat him with a can of monster. Go push him. I'll bury him under the 3,000 pounds of monster sitting right against that wall right there. But anyway. LGD finishes perfect, punched their ticket to the Grand Finals in Vegas, but still a lot of Dota to be played tonight that has a big impact on the way the playoff picture might end up looking. Invictus Gaming taking on Vici in our next series. This series, a very big determining factor in the seeding going into our playoffs. And since it's not a bracket-style playoff, it's going to be bubble race. If you're not familiar with that format, it's quite simple. We're going to have 4 teams. The 5th and 4th position teams will play each other. The winner of that will advance to play the 3rd position team. The winner of that will advance to play the second position team. So the better your seeding, the less matches you have to play. And pretty much wide open at this point to see who's going to finish where. DK certainly hurts their chances considerably there with that loss, though. But we'll find out how that's going to shake out here in about an hour, it would seem. So hope you guys are enjoying the evening and certainly enjoying the broadcast. Merlini, my friend, before we toss it out, if you're still there, I know sometimes you tune out. I don't know, go do things.
I'm here.
Yeah, go bet Rares or something. But go ahead and drop go drop the deets about where our fine viewing audience can find more information about you.
Sure, you can find me on Twitter at Merlini Dota, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.tv, all the same /Merlini Dota, my personal stream, YouTube videos, content. You can find them all there.
There you go. Make sure you check him out, guys, especially if you're not necessarily like a brand new player, but a player who's just trying to take that next step in your play, really get inside the head of the professional mindset, all the little intricacies that make Dota Dota. Merlini, one of the best educational streamers in the world. You're going to get so much out of his content, so make sure you check him out. You can also find me. I'm at AC. Did I get it right? Yes, I did. I'm probably getting used to this swapped camera angle thing. But I'm at AC on Twitter, at AYESEE. I have my own personal Twitch account that gets used rarely right now, but there are plans kind of in the works for me to do more with that. So would love if you check me out there too. It's twitch.tv/ACTV. You can find links to my playlist there as well. Facebook, YouTube, all that, ACTV. So take your time, look it up. Like me on Facebook because the sponsors like that. But more than anything, enjoy the hour of downtime. Go play a game of Dota. Go be awesome on Storm Spirit, just like Jowie. So we'll see you back in 60 minutes here on the HyperX D2L. Take care, guys. We'll be right back.